Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So we got an idiot. And, y'all have taken enough of y'all foolishness to the gym. And I'm really hoping and wishing and praying that y'all leave the rest of your foolishness out of the gym, because this is actually stupid beyond stupid. I'm going to let this foolishness play. You'll get it.
Gym and you're a man and you see me doing the exercise wrong, do not take the opportunity to walk up to me and tell me the correct way to do it. I was in the gym the other day and I was doing lat pull downs. Had my headphones on. I was in the zone. I was going. All I know is a man, I see him in my peripheral and he's over there like doing something. So I slide my headphone off and he's like, hey, you want to pull it right here because you could hurt your rotator cuff. I said, okay. How you know I don't like my rotator cuff a little hurt? I don't like no man telling me nothing. Don't. And then now I'm working out in the gym and I'm like, damn, are you watching every exercise that I do to make sure I'm doing it right? Leave me out. Don't tell me nothing. I'm in the gym. And
now, the obvious issue is that we have an idiot that just does not want any male correction at any point, for any reason, and in any increment. Okay? That's a personal problem that she's having as a hyena. The other reason though why I said what I said in the beginning, this type of foolishness cannot survive in a gym environment, is because if you go to the gym, people help other people in the gym. At times it's unsolicited, especially if we see somebody struggling, we see somebody trapped under a weight, we see somebody about to get hurt, or we see somebody doing an exercise that's really going to injure them. Okay? It is very dangerous. While you're in the gym, yes, you can pay attention to your own stuff, mind your own business. But at the same time, you zoned out between sets anyway. So as you're zoned out between sets, you might actually see somebody that need help, or you hear it, or you see it about to happen. People have experience. There are people who've been in the gym for many years. There are people who just got there. There's people of all experience levels in the gym. Very beginners, advanced workout people, professionals, whatever. And if he saw you doing that, do you know the foolishness you had to be doing on a lat pull down exercise for him to even say something to you? Okay? So the foolishness, I can't even imagine the stupid way that you would have had to been holding the bars or whatever you was doing on a lat pull down machine for somebody to tell you you're going to hurt your rotator cuff doing it. And as a person who has slightly injured their rotator cuff before, that's a pain that you don't want. You don't want that at all. You don't want that at all. So the gracious thing to do, gym etiquette, is to thank the person that said what they said. If they showed you the correct way, try to do it the corrected way and then do it that way. 9 times out of 10, once that interaction is over, it's over. Nobody's watching you do anything. Okay? Nobody's watching you do anything. So nobody's watching you like a hawk. But if you are in the gym, usually you go to the gym, same gym, around the same time, you start seeing the same people, it repeats. And you gotta keeping your eyes peeled. You minding your business and you keeping an eye out at the same time. Nobody's got to be watching you, but people do notice what you are doing. Okay. Now, the only way that I don't say nothing to people is like if they already got like a trainer or whatever. I may disagree with how they doing the exercise, but hey, they got a trainer, somebody that's standing right there. I let them people do their job. I don't interfere. Okay. But I have seen instances where a woman is doing an exercise and she even hurt her back. She about to hurt her back. Her back is about to be thrown all complete out of whack. And I have said something, you might want to support your back or wrap your back or change the way that you're doing what you're doing, because you're pulling that with your back. That's a heavy weight. You don't need to do it like that. And I was thanked for that. Yes, it was unsolicited, but at the same time, you got to pick and choose when you're going to say something, and you know what I'm saying, whether it's an emergency. The reason I'm going into that is because y'all hyenas make every environment the stupidest environment that it could possibly be. You do. Y'all make it the dumbest environment that it could be. So because you got a little stank attitude, he'll be a little bit more reluctant to help another female, but she might actually need help. And everybody ain't got a stank attitude, because most of the females that come to the gym understand gym etiquette. They understand gym etiquette. So when somebody comes and correct them, I've never actually seen a chick get stupid in that instance. I've never seen that. I'm sure it has happened somewhere, but I'm saying that's not a normal everyday occurrence. I've seen women be approached and corrected by men that they did not know, took the correction, thanked him for the correction, and continued to do their exercise with the correction. And it was not a problem. But y'all come to the gym half naked. You want men to pay attention to you, and then you want to act crazy like, oh, is he really looking at me? You doing everything that you can possibly do to make sure that any man that look like anything that's in the gym is actually looking at you. So when he is looking at you, but he don't want to smash, he trying to correct you because you on them lat pull down machines and whatever machine you on, looking stupid. Did he come over there to correct you because you're going to break your kneecap? Now it's a problem. Now his attention is a problem. His attention is a problem for you because it came with a correction. Like I said, the foolishness you got to be doing on a lat pull down machine. Because really only a couple of ways to hold it to begin with. So you goofy anyway. Do not bring that stupid stuff to the gym. Do not do that. Do not do that. It is imperative that men and women that are in the gym pay attention to one another well enough to spot people who might be in danger. The gym you can get seriously injured or die in there if you don't know what you're doing. That's it. And you can't be putting like a bug in the men's ear that they don't want to help you if you need help, just because you're a woman and they think you're going to have a stank attitude about it. Because she get trapped under a weight or something like that, it's going to have to be men that come get it, depending on how heavy it is. Now, you don't want to watch nobody die in the gym, but I'm just saying, you don't want people to have to second guess that, because sometimes every moment count. Every moment somebody trapped under, a weight that they tried to do a chest press and couldn't do it. Tried to do a squat and couldn't do it. Anyway, jump down in the comment section and let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, is the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.